I started nursing at San Fernando General Hospital on the 5th of May 1969, where after 3 years of success as a registered nurse, and in 1972 I was appointed as a staff nurse. I started nursing 5th of May 1969 until 5th of May 2015. That's 45 years if I'm mistaken. I came from San Fernando Hospital and worked at Patsy General Hospital Pediatric Unit for a period of 6 months. And then I was sent to the maternity hospital, Mount Hope. I left Ministry of Health in 2006, where Miss Archie in France came to the Eastern region, and which I took up the challenge, and I'm very glad for it today. I started an adolescent program. With Nurse Cookshan, she gave me a challenge, and she says to me, Miss Pantin, the ministry asks adolescent program. I said, okay, Nurse Cookshan, I'll do it for you. And it is 3 years now I'm doing an adolescent program at Valencia High School and Coriel High School. All because of the number of teenage pregnancy and the use of drugs within the school. The vice principal and the guidance officer had seen it fit. When I went to them concerning the program, they were so glad that something would be done for the teenagers at the school. So I look at various topics, which I look at the needs of the students. What topics do I think they really need? Which I did, such as teenage pregnancy, puberty, drugs and deviant behavior. So then I look at nutrition. Then I look at financial management. The vice principal and the guidance officer asked, they put in their own point of view, what topics they would like. And I did it, I run with it, and which I did for 3 years now. Concerning obesity and the food, the fast food, which the teenagers like fast food. On that demonstration, I'm quite certain if you remember that the team, they asked after demonstration of the food from the 6 food groups, they were asked to come up and put a breakfast together, put a lunch together, put a dinner together. And from that, they were able to learn what I'm supposed to eat, what I'm supposed to left out, what am I supposed to do when mommy is busy, help myself in the kitchen. Well, at the end of the program, I do an evaluation with the teachers and the guidance officer. And they would say that, for example, teenage pregnancy, there is a decline. They will talk about the performance, the absenteeism has dropped. When I was on vacation last year, Nurse Cookshan called me and asked me about the tobacco cessation clinic. And she liked me to get involved, get it on the go. And she has gotten some information from North Central. So I came back September last year and I started looking into it. And in February this year, I've started tobacco cessation clinic. And I'm saying, thank God I've done social work. We have done counseling for almost a semester. And where the tobacco cessation clinic involves a lot of counseling for the client. You have to show the client that you are here for them. You have to show them some sort of love, that, listen, I know you do not know that you are ill, but you are ill because you have a chronic disease. And that chronic disease is smoking. And as soon as they appear from the first thing I show them a picture. I show them a picture where how a smoker's bodies look, how it appears. And many of them are shocked. So you have to naturally sell to them, let it bind to you, all about tobacco cessation, what it entails, what it is, what they are doing to their lives, and what you want them to do to themselves, to prolong their lives, to be better tomorrow, to live longer lives, to be healthier, to not get a family second-hand smoking. That you have to sell as a counselor, you have to sell yourself to the client. You have to tell them that you are here for them, that you need them, you want them, come to me. I show them love. Obstetric It's really the study and care of pregnant ladies, antenatal ladies, care, postnatal, labor, delivery, pregnancy, all in a nutshell. So obstetric is a vast, you're looking at the gland, looking at all the obstetrical, so looking at antenatal, the care of antenatal, rule out any problems associated with it, all the way. Antenatal, child health, postnatal, family planning, everything. They love the topic. Intimacies, sex and intimacy, which I do with them, sex and intimacy. And the men love it. So I'm still with it. I'm still with that touch and the passion, the love for obstetrics. But what I do like about it is when there's complication after a cesarean section. I love natural labor. I teach my nurses. Well, I started off teaching the trained nurses, the registered nurses, like custard ministry. I started off training the nurses first. That was my first part of training. And then I went into health visiting. When you're going to a community, you're going to home business, you're going to a home, you not just simply go to the client that you are going to. You have to look at the entire household. You have to look at the environment, internal and external. You have to look and see anything that is beyond in the nursing field or in the health. For example, look at the environment and you're seeing stagnant water, right? You're seeing bushes or you're seeing empty land. You're supposed to go now relate back to the public health inspector and what is being found. That's why I tell my students in the events as a lesson, you want to be a health visitor, is I likely do not like it. If a patient living up the hill, you park and you get up. Although when you're working in Sunny Grande Health Center, we had a lovely team. It was hard, but it's so much laughter. Looking at Nurse Cooksham, all of us who worked there in Sunny Grande, I remember that year quite right, who fell off step, who came back wearing the patient's skirt, who dropped down in drain, in feces water. All those things are in health visiting, you know. And if you get out there and those things don't happen, to tell yourself you're not a health visitor. I would say my 45 years of nursing, I think it is so, when I look back and I think about it, it is something which I really surprised at myself, still going and have that energy to go. Because when I look at my staff, many a times they might feel ill. And they'll say, Pantin, how come you only going all the time? I say, you need to pep up yourself. I remember since I'm hostel, we usually ask one another, what are you taking this month? What are you drinking? And you might say, we're taking a Ferritone, we're drinking a Ferriglobin, because it's, maybe your energy are burning out and working nights. Well, you're not working nights, but what we are saying, you treat yourself in a way that the health will always prevail, so that you will fit and ready for work. A new Sunny Grande Health Center. It's years so I've been struggling myself in there. And I will not hide to tell you, I regret the day that I ever put on that extension to the back. He said extension to the back, that extension to the back. I got there with Nurse Andrews and I put on the extension to the back. And I regret the day that I ever did that. Otherwise, I'm quite certain that all now, Sunny Grande would have gotten a new health center. I'm very glad you asked me such a question, because in my days, back in 1969, when I entered nursing was so, they talk a lot about Florence Nightingale and the dress code, how you're supposed to dress, how you're supposed to carry yourself, how you're supposed to carry the function as a nurse. I'm not saying nursing is a career, it's a profession, and it's either love it or you do not. You want to be in it or you do not want to be in it. Because you have to have that touch from man and mankind, that love for illness, that feelings, it must come from within you in order to give that care to the client. And if you do not have that love and that care, no way, say, don't worry, get out. But nursing before, you have seen it. We were nurses. Because we used to work as a team. If your colleague is in a ward, like for example, Ward 9, and that ward is admitting tonight, and you're at Ward 11 is quiet, you will simply go along to Ward 9 and assist your colleague on that admission ward. We will be kept in hostile. There was a hostile situation where we were, and you were not allowed to get pregnant because the home sister was very stern about that. So then you know that you have no family crisis on your back to carry out your care for nursing. Long ago, as I said before, you were in the hostel, you were working a night duty, a night sign being stuck onto your door. Lunchtime, you know when to get up to go to your lunch. But now the new set of nurses is now that no longer there. They have been at home, they have the children, they have the husband, they have a whole family to look after and look into. So when they come to work, many of them at times, you could see that stress of the family, stress upon them. But what you have to say to them presently, or telling them in today's world, when you're coming to work, come to do the nursing. Look into the nursing profession as something that you love, you cherish, you adore, and something that you want for the rest of your life. Something that will be part of you. So that when you die in bed, you'll say, well done, Sharon, I've done a great job. Be when you're hostel. If you have to have a boyfriend, you have to thief from the night sister to go and meet the boyfriend and try to reach up before 9 o'clock at night. You listen to me here, darling? No, you are quite right. Get back in the hostel before 9 p.m. No, it is not so. You are home. You are home. You are studying. You have a husband, you have children. When you come to work tired, how much can you put out? Can you put nursing then and now together? No, you cannot do that. What would you say to the young generation now, or the nurses coming now? Hey, listen, I want to have a passion, I want to have a love for nursing. I want you all to take care of the sick, take care of the elderly. I want you all to pick up the mantle and run with it as Florence Nightingale. Why do you want to become a nurse? Is it just slept on it and is something within you, or as a child, because of some care for the elderly or care for some elderly person at home, that you want to be a nurse? And many times that is what they'll say to you, that because of someone ill in his family, you decide to become a nurse. I'll say to you, continue, care for the sick, look at the elderly. Any problems that is behind, leave it behind, do not bring it to work. When you're coming to work, do your best, put out your best. So at the end, you can tap yourself on the shoulder and say, well done, faithful servant. When you get a salary at the end of the month, then you could say, well, I've worked for it. So whatsoever is happening at home, leave everything at home. And when you come to the workplace, think about the client. Work as a team with the rest of the staff. And put forward your best. Take nursing as you think nursing is supposed to be. You want to be a nurse? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Do the things that a nurse is supposed to do. Carry out the function that a nurse is supposed to do. Appreciate all the ills of nursing. When the ills come, forget it. Go forward and do the right thing. Carry out the nursing procedure because you love it, and do everything that is right. And that will convince them that You're individual, not individual, but the individual. Not only the individual, but you're a nurse.